Just when you thought the season was over, the Giants are starting to show signs of life. Is this a step in the right direction? Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Buster and the Giants. I'm your host, Jonah Johnson, a freelance video producer and editor and a diehard San Francisco Giants fan. In this week's episode, we'll be recapping the Brewers and Cubs series, going over our player of the week, as well as looking ahead to the homestand as the Nationals and Cubs come to San Francisco. First, let's get into the Brewers series. In Game 1, the Giants got off to an early 2-0 lead in the top of the second inning, thanks to a Matt Chapman 2-run home run that made it out to center field. However, the Brewers put on a hitting clinic and scored 7 runs in the bottom of that same inning. The Brewers would score 9 more runs and would go on to win the game 16-2. A truly humbling experience for Giants fans. The day before, they had scored 19 runs of their own. In Game 2, with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, Trevor McDonald would give up a 3-run home run to Jake Bauers. Willy Adames got the Giants their first run by hitting a solo shot out to left field in the top of the 6th inning. The Brewers were not done yet. They would score 1 run in the bottom of the 7th inning and 4 more runs in the bottom of the 8th. The Giants would go on to lose this game 8-3. In Game 3, Logan Webb took matters into his own hands, throwing 7 scoreless innings, striking out 4, walking 1, throwing a total of 95 pitches and 64 of them for strikes. The only run that was scored was off of the bat of Giants rookie Victor Barracoto, who hit a solo shot out to right field. The Giants won Game 3, 1-0. In Game 4 in the first inning, the Giants offense was very present. Casey Schmidt hit a home run on the very first pitch he saw out to left center field. This was followed by a Bryce Eldridge RBI single and a Matt Chapman RBI double. In the top of the third, they would score 3 more times, thanks to a Jung-Hoo Lee RBI double, a Matt Chapman RBI single, and a Casey Schmidt sac fly. Then, in the top of the 7th, the Giants would score 6 more times, thanks to an Eric Haas grand slam, and a Luis Arias RBI single, and a Willy Adames RBI single. Here's the thing. The Giants bullpen loves a close game. In the bottom of the 7th, Jackson Chourio of the Brewers would hit a 2-run home run, and then David Hamilton in the next inning would hit a solo shot out to right center field. Then, the bottom of the 9th happened. A bases loaded walk, a force out, and an RBI single would score 3 more runs for the Brew Crew. However, the damage would stop there, and the Giants would go on to win this game 12-9 and tie the series with the Brewers at 2 games apiece. After the Brewers series, the Giants would head south down Lake Michigan and make their way to Wrigley Field to take on the Chicago Cubs for a 3-game set. Let's start with Game 1. This game was all Giants. In the bottom of the first, Willy Adames hit a 2-run home run that soared over the bleachers in left field and landed onto Waveland Avenue. Then, in the top of the 4th, Matt Chapman hit a grand slam out to left center field. This is the second time all year long that the Giants hit grand slams in back-to-back games. In the same inning, a ball got Schmidt on out to left center field, thanks to Casey Schmidt. Matt Chapman hit another run in on a sac fly in the top of the 5th. In the top of the 6th inning, Rafi Devers hit an RBI double, Luis Arias hit a sac fly, and Willy Adames hit another 2-run home run out to left field. In the same inning, Matt Chapman came up and hit another home run, this time being a 3-run home run out to left field. And finally, in the top of the 9th inning, on back-to-back pitches, Jonah Cox and Casey Schmidt both hit solo shots, might have been off a position player. The Giants won Game 1 in Chicago 18-3. In Game 2, it was a scoreless game until the top of the 6th inning when Rafael Devers hit a solo shot out to right center field that he crushed. However, in the bottom of the same inning, Pete Crow-Armstrong hit a solo shot out to right field, tying the game at 1. In the top of the 9th, Matt Chapman came up clutch and hit a sac fly out to right field that would give the Giants the lead 2-1. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, Keaton Wynn hung a splitter right down the middle to Pete Crow-Armstrong, who crushed it out to right field to tie the game at 2. The Giants couldn't score in extras, and in the bottom of the 10th inning, Michael Busch hit a single out to right field that was bobbled by Victor Barracoto and would score the winning run. The Cubs would go on to win this game 3-2. In Game 3, in the top of the first, the Giants got off to an early 1-0 lead thanks to a Jung-Hoo Lee RBI single. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Cubs answered back with an RBI single of their own, this time off of the bat of Moises Ballesteros. Both offenses were dead silent throughout the rest of the game. The Giants only had 2 hits throughout the remaining 8 innings after that RBI single in the first. Trevor McDonald threw great, giving up 1 earned run on 4 hits, walking 3 batters and striking out 6. Now, we go into extras, where Matt Chapman hit a single out to center field that would score Jonah Cox from second. A double play would end the inning for the Giants, but Dylan Smith might have saved the Giants' season, striking out Conforto, then forcing Bush and Bregman to pop out to Willy Adames, ending the inning, and the Giants would go on to win this game 2-1. Overall this week, the Giants racked up 71 hits and scored 40 runs. They went 4-3 on the week and went 5-5 overall on the road trip. The Giants got the job done on the road, but this homestand is huge to keep momentum up and turn around the season. Before we get into that, let's go over our player of the week, and that's no one else but Jung-Hoo Lee. He racked up 12 hits, scoring 6 times, 3 RBIs, 2 stolen bags, and hitting for an OPS of 1,020. He also kept his hitting streak alive, and now he's at 15. It's really exciting to see Lee start to turn things around and be the player we expected him to be. He's starting to steal more bags, he's getting on base at a high clip, and he's an at-bat that you never want to miss. So, shout out Jung-Hoo Lee. While the Giants have an opportunity to turn things around this week at home, the Nationals and the Cubs aren't an easy task. On Monday, in Game 1 against the Nationals, it'll be Miles Michaelis versus Logan Webb. On Tuesday, in Game 2, it'll be Andrew Alvarez versus Adrian Hauser. And in Game 3, it'll be Foster Griffin versus Robbie Ray. It's unclear who's pitching for the Giants or the Cubs for the upcoming weekend series, but expect that it could be Trevor McDonald and Landon Roop back on the bump against the Cubs, and maybe we get 2 Logan Webb gems in 1 week. I'll be at Game 1 Monday night, so I cannot wait to see Logan Webb absolutely throw a gem and put the team on his back. After an exciting week of Giants baseball, they sit at a record of 27-39 and are 7.5 games back in the wildcard standings. Do you think there's enough time to turn things around? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this week's video. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. Be fair, be kind, and as always, go Giants. I'm looking forward to talking more with you next week.